What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the JRD Motorsports vlog. We're here at Delaware Speedway. We're going to spend a lot of money today. We're going to buy some tires. Tires are in. We're that close to race season, so we're going to go through the ins and outs of tires for our asphalt super stock and how much it costs. The number will probably stagger you. Talk a little bit about that and what the tires are and how they inventory them and how they manage tires and our tire rules and all that kind of stuff. So stick around. We're going to talk a little bit about it today and talk about how much money it takes. And it's probably the most expensive part of short track racing other than stuffing a car in the fence. And it's one of the biggest expensives. Yeah, so stick around. We appreciate everybody clicking on today's upload. It's going to be a fun one. We're back at Delaware Speedway. Can't wait to get on that track here behind me. There she is. It's not going to be too much longer before we're in there going around the racetrack. You can kind of see she's all locked up, but just waiting for them to get here so we can buy some tires. Delaware Speedway, our home track, and where we'll run the majority of our races this season, including our NASCAR Pinty Series race later this year. We have made it back to the JRD Motorsports shop with our tires. You can kind of see in the background. I'll flip around in a sec, but we bought 19 tires at Delaware Speedway today, and that's not enough for the whole season. So I'll go through kind of what our allotment is for the year, what that means, tire inventory, how that works. But here, let me flip around and show exactly what we use first on the race car. So these are American Racer 870s or something like that, 870s. So these are the tires that we use. They are actual race car specific American Racer tires. Slight tread on them, not much. I mean, they're not quite a slick tire like a NASCAR Cup car or a late model would use, but these are the tires we run. We got two stacks here. These tires here are right side tires, and then we got two different size left side tires over there. We have to make up what's called stagger in the race car, so all the tires are usually a different size to help the car turn because we're always turning left. So that stack of tires right there, here's the dollar figure, the tire, the whole title, the whole point of this video. So those tires there, here, I got my receipt somewhere here, let me grab it. So 19 tires at $254 a piece, worked out to be $4,826 for those 19 tires, and that will not get us through the whole season. We will need a total of 25 tires to run the full season because we run Delaware Speedway Weekly Series with our Super Stock, which is a 10-race season, and we run the full-time Ontario-wide touring series called the Quick Super Stock Series, part of the United Racing Series, which you're allowed 12 tires, I think, over the course of the year. So 13 and 12 is 25 tires. So there's inventory rules on how many tires we're allowed to buy and how many tires we are allowed to use in race competition. There's no real rule on how many tires you're allowed to use in practice. Our race team does not run sticker tires like we just showed in practice. We only use sticker tires in the actual race conditions and qualifying. We use tires here. I can go over here and show. We use tires that that are still good, but left over from last year. We carry those over to the following year for practice tires. Just a cost savings, as I mean, that bill's quite large. I think our tire budget for this year is almost $6,000 by the time it's all said and done. So here's these tires. These are stacks from last year. Those 4 tires there are from the Great Canadian Race last year at Delaware Speedway. We finished 4th that night. Those tires have a total of 65 laps on them. There's a set of tires up there. We label them all so we know exactly. So those are Sunset Quick Super Stock Series tires. They're a little gummy because Sunset's pretty rough on tires. You can see the difference here. There's a similar number of laps on them. These ones look fairly smooth. Those are a little dirty from pulling in the shop, but fairly smooth. And you can see after racing Sunset Speedway with such an abrasive surface, those tires are quite chunked up, but still good for practice for when we go back somewhere like that. So these are the tires that we plan on using for practice throughout the race season. Yeah, it's crazy. I mean, I think I said it in the intro. Short of stuffing a car in the fence or blowing a motor, tires are the most expensive part, the most expensive consumable by far. With what we do with asphalt short track racing. We are running a total of 15 races this season with the Super Stock, and we will use a total of 25 tires, like I said. Now, very thankful that the tracks have a tire limit in for how many tires we're allowed to run. Otherwise, I mean, if you were strapping 4 tires on a night over the course of 15 races, that is a lot of tires, and that bill would be astronomical and something that not many people could do. And then all of a sudden, it's, you know, who's got the most money to put new tires on. And very thankful for the rules that we have in place. Each tire is serial numbered, and we have to enter each tire into the inventory. The track maintains it and keeps track and checks tires each week to make sure that no one's going over the allotment, and there is penalties if you do. And the crazy part, something I like, because, you know, I think there was games being played in the past, but if you blow a tire, if you have an issue and you blow a tire, you don't get to replace it. That's just, that is your inventory. So the way that works for Delaware Speedway, we have 6 tires opening night, and then for the first 3 weeks, you have to make those 6 tires due, and then starting week 4, you're allowed to start adding 1 new tire a week to your inventory. So, you know, week 4, you got 7 tires. Week 5, you got another tire, so on, till the end of the year when you got 12 tires over the course of, 13 tires over the course of the 10-race season. So, the rubber is one thing, but obviously you need a wheel to put it on. Oh boy, you can see this one's a little bent. Just a little bent there. Huh. Still holding there. Still good. Rubbin's racing. But, so we've gone over that these tires are now $254 a piece each. I think last year, for comparison, they were about $220, so obviously some cost increase there. But you also need a wheel to put the tire on. I haven't looked in a while. Thankfully, I've never purchased a brand new wheel. However, I believe they're pretty expensive. I think a wheel is now like somewhere between $250 and $350 a piece. So by the time you're all said and done, rubber and wheel, you're over $500 per corner on the race car, which is pretty astronomical. Thankfully, I've over the years, every time I've seen a decent deal come up, someone selling used wheels or rims, jump on it. So very thankful that always had good opportunities with that. Anyways, I hope this video was somewhat informative as to what goes on with race car tires. It's a lot of questions we get asked about them, and it surprises a lot of people when we talk about it. So comment below, let me know if you you like these types of informational type videos, and you want to see more of them, more kind of behind the scenes and what stuff costs. And we're pretty open book, so comment below and let me know if you you do like it. And we'll be back out here another night in the JRD Motorsports shop working on the race car, as we are just over 3 weeks away from getting on track for opening practice, and just over 6 weeks away from getting on track racing competition. Our first race of the season is May 12th at Delaware Speedway. So appreciate everybody clicking on this upload, and we'll be back another night soon.